I wanted to come on and talk to you a little tiny tip on strategy, just because I'm seeing a lot of people at the moment, like I'm asking people what they're worried about for 2023, and so much of it is around strategy. And I don't know how I'm going to sell my things. I don't really know what I'm doing in 2023, and it's been one of those years where obviously we've been coming out of COVID. It wasn't easy this year to just come straight in running at the beginning of the year when we were still kind of only just recovering from what happened during COVID. So we did it. We've got through the year. We may not have done everything we wanted to do, or maybe we've done more than we wanted to do, but now people are really seriously thinking about 2023. And at the end of last year, no one was properly thinking about their strategy for this year. It was just, let's just try and get to it. Whereas now we are thinking about strategy, and we need to, and we know we need to because of what's, the economy out there at the moment. Not that it's always going to be a bad thing. I honestly believe that good things can still come out of recession. If you are one of those people that haven't even thought about their strategy, that haven't sat down for a couple of days and worked everything out, and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm not going to have time to do that now until next year, or, until a couple of months goes past, I want you to just think about 3 things for me. The first thing I want you to think about, and you can do strategy in a real easy way. People think of the word strategy and it's like, oh my God, that seems like a lot. But actually, it's just 3 things. I want you to think, 1, how next year, so exactly how much, and what that money is going to be spent on. Money needs somewhere to go. So write down, and you're much more excited about where the money's going, what you're going to spend that money on. So for instance, I knew this year that the money was going to buy me a multi-million-pound house that I get the keys to on Wednesday. If I didn't have that in my head, when things got tough this year, and boy did they get tough, I probably would have gone, what am I even doing this for anyway? But I knew what I was doing it for, and so it helped me to carry on when things got tough. Know what money you want to bring in. Know what you want to spend the money on. That's step 1. If you haven't done that, it's going to be really difficult, because you're going to go into next year and you're not going to even know what your goals are. Like, you need revenue goals. So whatever you decide is your yearly figure, and we should just divide it by 12 for now. I know that this isn't like as deep as I would like to go with your strategy, because it takes me a few days to do that. But what I would love is for you to just have that bit done. So it's like, okay, this is how much money I want. Great. Step 2, I want you to work out what you are going to sell. What are you selling next year? What are your offers going to be? Exactly what they are. Not, well, I kind of know what's coming out in January. Yes, plans can change. Yes, we can twist things around a bit depending what happens in the first half of the year. But you need a plan still first. So write down exactly what you're going to sell. And then what I need you to do is work out how many of each of those things you are going to need to sell to make the figure per month that you just work out how much you want to make. Step 2, okay, well, if I want to make that much money, I'm selling these 4 things, how much? How many people do I need on each thing? And it might be like, when you work that out, per month you may only need 2 people at a certain price, or 5 people at a certain price. And that makes it a lot less scary than when you're just looking at a figure. And then the third thing that I want you to do is just think, okay, I've got the what I want. I've got why, because I know where that money's going. I've now worked out what I'm going to sell to get it. So step 3 is how. How are you going to do it? Now, this is the bit that would normally take a day. But if you haven't got that much time and you're just needing to think, well, I need some sort of strategy, what I want you to do is write 3 ways that you're going to make those offers really visible. And you're going to write 1 post a day on social media. Like, that might be one of the things. The second thing might be, I'm going to sort out a referral scheme so that people know to refer people to me, and they know that I'm going to give them something for referring people to me. Or it might be, I'm going to have an email list, and that's the one thing I'm definitely going to, grow my email list in 2023. Just write down the 3 things you're going to do. Now, of course, if we had all the time in the world, I would want you to do a lot more than 3 things. And I'll talk to you a lot more in depth about strategy, about competitor SWOT analysis, and all of the different things about scaling that we can do when it comes to strategy. Strategy is what has helped me, Strategy has made my business make 4 to 6 million a year, depending on when you're looking £1 million over the past nearly 6 years. We've done that because every single year I write down a strategy. Even in the first 6 months that I started my business, I had a strategy for how I was going to make my first £100,000. I wrote down that strategy and I followed it to the letter. It's so important. And the people that are doing well, they always want. But the people that aren't, getting where they want to be, it's because they haven't even got the basics of a strategy, and you need the basics. So start with just those 3 things. Work out the money, work out how much you want to make, divide that by 12 and know what the money's going on. Step 2, work out your offers, what you're going to sell. Are they going to be different throughout the year? Are they going to be the same every month? Work out how many people you need to sell to make that figure in part 1. Part 3, work out the how. For now, just work out where you're going to get those offers visible in front of your ideal clients. There's 3 ways that you're going to do that. So you at least have some consistency with getting them under the nose of the people that you want to buy them. Just do that for now. We will talk more about strategy in January. I have something amazing coming out in January. It's the best thing I've ever done. It's taken me a year to do. It's all around strategy and it's going to be brilliant. So keep your eyes sorted and that will at least give you a bit of a plan. I hope that helps. If you have questions, I'm always here.